Hi, I am Farhan Farouk, and in this presentation, I will talk about Apple in China. Apple has come a long way since 1977. It started off mainly in computers in 1977, and it continued in computers for the next 20 years. However, it moved towards other electronic products under the leadership of Steve Jobs in early 2000s. In 2001, it introduced iPod, and then the major product introduced was iPhone in 2007. The key success factors for Apple's success have been the focus on design and user interface. Apple products have great design and they are very easy to use. Apple has been successful in China for two main reasons. First of all, it has a very high brand perception in the minds of Chinese people. Chinese people associate Apple with luxury and they use it to show off their wealth and prosperity. Secondly, Apple was able to slowly form right partnerships with the top three telecom operators of China, which meant that people could easily buy iPhones from the market. Moving forward, there were three missteps in China. First of all, Tim Cook's failure to secure early partnership with China Mobile was a major problem. Secondly, Tim Cook introduced iPhone 5C in Chinese market, considering the fact that Chinese market is price sensitive market. And this backfired as iPhone 5C only gained 2% of the total Apple phone market. Thirdly, there were issues with Foxconn, the contractor hired by Apple to manufacture its products in China. First was intellectual property theft, and secondly, bad publicity due to workers' work environment issues. There were three main challenges in China market. First of all, there is intensive competition from local companies which offer good products at $160, which is very low as compared to iPhone prices, which could start from $600 to $900. Secondly, there was bad publicity due to Foxconn's work environment. And thirdly, there was gray market for iPhones, which meant that cracked phones had more features in the market because they were brought in from outside and they were cracked, and as a result, Wi-Fi features which were banned by the government could be used by the consumers in China. There are three things which can be done towards mitigating the challenges. First of all, Apple can focus more on R&D to truly differentiate its products. Right now, it spends 3.5% of its revenues on R&D. This percentage can be increased towards more innovation. This innovation will lead to strengthening brand position, and also what Apple needs to do is take future steps very carefully and in line with cultural and regulatory expectations of people and government in China. Tim Cook's role in Apple's success in China was not ideal at first. Failure to first visit China to secure China Mobile deal was a major mistake. Secondly, introduction of iPhone 5C was another failure on his part. However, he learned quickly from his mistakes and was able to rectify the situation. First of all, he secured deals with the top three mobile operators, which meant that the iPhone was available to the people uh, as it simplified distribution. Secondly, he visited Foxconn thrice to settle issues related to bad publicity and worked to position brand properly. I believe Tim Cook is the right leader for future for Apple. This is because his efforts in China have made China the second biggest market for Apple after USA, and it has had a big impact on the bottom line for the company. Secondly, his expertise in supply chain management has reduced costs heavily and fastened scalability, thus he has strong investor backing. With his extensive experience and abundant resources, Tim Cook is poised to take Apple to newer heights in the upcoming future.